There's still a few minutes to go, guys. So why don't you take the time and sign up for the Hungary Games convoy while you wait? Hi guys, and welcome to a stream where we shall not have any accidents, we shall not crash. Where's my game? Come on game, there it is. We shall not crash. That's why I call this level 1, because we're gonna do some really easy, just double trailer stuff. Maybe haul a little bit on BR230. Well, actually I know we will do that. Because that's where the first haul is. But it shouldn't be too challenging, and above everything else, it is not a bonkers 260-ton haul today. Instead, we're going to take it very easy, starting off with just 40 tons on double trailers. And hopefully, no accidents, no crashes, nothing like that. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It is about time we do something on Norte Brasil. Because it turns out I had to go back to 18 months ago when I did my video review of Norte Brasil, and that was on version 2.0. Today we're going to use version 5.1, so it's been a while. And this map back then had some 100 cities. Now it's closer to 200 cities. In fact, I think we should take a look at the map and see how big it is. Here it is. It has a horrible background. Bengan, please do something about this. It's an absolutely horrible background, and it gets removed when you zoom in just a little bit. But there's a couple of very good news about this map. It is a free map. It does not require any map DLCs, which means that this is the South American version of Hungary map. Absolutely brilliant, and for those of you who are interested in those things, it includes a passenger mod as well. So just add your favorite bus, and go buzzing. Huck and Bremer and Bengan and everyone else, thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying this stream, give me a thumbs up already. Because this is going to be a major success. Look at this. We have a beautiful truck. I think someone said RJL. No, it's not. There's a link to the creators of this truck. It's the Rotas Brasil team who has on offer, for those of you who have bought the Rotas Brasil map, 4 different trucks. This one is one of those with some dirt skins as well, although not entirely perfect. It's still a very nice look, and of course it sounds kind of Brazilian, has some Brazilian stuff on it. That's where we are. You already done the background, Bengan? Is that what why you told me to do this map yesterday? I was kind of tired yesterday evening, I gotta admit. There we have it. There's a satellite background image or map for this map now by Bengan, who makes all the other background maps as well. So it's a quality piece of work, I'm sure of it. Unfortunately, I'm not using it today. The Scania truck is by Rota BR and or Rota Brasil. Rotas Brasil map is a paid map, but if you pay for the map, you get to download the truck for free from their site. So, the truck isn't paid, but it isn't free either. You can't get it without buying Rotas Brasil. Let's see. We have 40 tons here. Obviously, the trailers as well are from Rotas Brasil. I literally stole the truck and trailers from Rotas Brasil because they works very well on this map as well. Of course, obviously, we're still in Brazil, and I'm using RJ Trucks AI traffic today. There's a link to that as well. That traffic is free, and it's fantastic traffic on Brazilian maps, so I highly recommend that as well. Supreme Leader Wombat von Wombatia del Wombaticus Maximus. Thanos, no. SS22, I have noticed you. Frankie, the steering wheel I'm using is a Logitech G22. That's my steering wheel. And let me just fix that. I think we're sort of ready to start now, aren't we? Just a quick look again at the haul we're doing. We're starting here in La Brea. And this tiny part here is BR230, the legendary BR230. But we're not going to hold for long until we go on to 364 instead, down to Rolim de Mura. 926 kilometers for the first haul. It is a 1:19 scale map, so it's not going to take us 10 hours to do that. Let's fire her up and see what she sounds like. The sound mod for this thing, or the sound is of course 137 compatible. So is the truck itself. So animated windows. I think it's about time we get started. It is 6:17 in the morning. Let's get going. Did I say G22 or G27? I have a G25, Logitech G25. That's what I have, if we're still on that subject. 480 horsepower and 12-speed manual on this thing. Shouldn't be a problem. We only have 40 tons of cargo today. Maybe have a look at what cargo it is. It's Garios Uvazia, whatever that is. Probably drugs. This map has a ton of gravel roads. I'm gonna say that perhaps as much as 25 of this map is gravel roads. So if you're a fan of dirt and gravel, this is a map to pick up. One thing I do not like about this map, I turned off HDR because this map doesn't play well with HDR for some reason. But that is also the only problem I have with this map. If you enable HDR, it gets way too bright. Although this truck with the dirt skin helps a little bit, but as soon as you get out of the truck, the sky is completely white. Jordan, you do not need any DLCs for this map. So if you don't have any DLCs, or if you don't have every single map DLC out there, this is a map to get. I can highly recommend this one. I loved it the last time I was there. I know I'm gonna love it today. Yeah, it's really me, Kexinger. Hi Stavi, Super Rabbit. The quality of this map better than EAA. Well, EAA has a ton of very, very high quality cities and roads, and I'm not joking. The thing is, it also has some really, really awful quality stuff, and maybe so more than it has quality. So this one, on the other hand, is sort of good all over the place. I can't really say there are no places I don't enjoy hauling here, although there are some places with very little vegetation, which makes it look a little bit naked. But that could very well be how northern Brazil looks IRL as well. So it's really difficult to say whether that is a flaw with the map or if it's how it really is supposed to look. There is a lot of ferries between the different cities, and roads here, and the reason for that is we're in the northern Brazil. There are a lot of tiny ferries across the Amazon, I guess. So the map feels a little bit broken up in different sections. There are perhaps 10, 12 sections, if you want, like on this map that is bound together by ferries. This has a mild northern Korea feel, north of Pyongyang. Well, sure, just add some rockets and tanks and soldiers with AK-47s along the road, and I guess we could call it North Korea map. There is very little traffic in many parts of this map. There are other parts with a lot of traffic, but I feel that there is so little traffic here, mainly because that's how it is IRL as well, that I've upped the traffic to 3 times the normal, just like yesterday. But still, it's probably going to take a while before we see much traffic. Sleuth just used the download link in the video description, which is a link to another video. Feels like most South American map mods are available via links on YouTube videos or on separate home pages. Very few of these are available through the SCS forum or Promods forum or Rowex forum. We're going to the city of Rolim de Moura. So we're almost in La Brea. You really care about the prefab situation, Bengan? I don't. I don't use any graphics mods, so I really don't bother with that. I didn't think you did either, but good point. Ah, some tarmac. And some traffic. Whoops. The brakes on this thing are very good. Maybe a little too good. Yeah, the truck ain't bad. I like the skin. And I've used this truck on quite a few Brazilian maps. It is very much a Brazilian Scania. So it doesn't feel like it belongs anywhere else, but it does a pretty good job here. What state it is? Good question. Next question, please. It's northern Brazil, that's all I can say. No bus right now, but the map includes bus support, and I just happen to have a bus on this profile, so who knows? Anything could happen. But for the first haul, we're going to use ETS2 as God intended it to be used. Ducky isn't here. There is no room in this truck for Ducky, unfortunately. Ducky didn't make it for this one. Ducky is okay with it. It's pretty hot here in Brazil, so he's fine with it, staying at home. Or actually, he's actually sitting in my car, my IRL car. True story, actually. It's not it's not like my car is sitting just outside. Oh! I can't go fetch Ducky. Hang on. I'm gonna slow down a bit. Ow! There we go. I saw Megan. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you didn't use well, not even Grimes, except perhaps for winter. I don't care if you're joking or not, Thanos. I'm still not gonna go grab him. Yeah, if someone could be so kind and create a Ducky cargo for flatbeds, I'd haul Ducky, no matter how heavy he is. If only I knew someone with Blender experience. Where's Kalia, by the way? My Discord server do have support for Fernbus. Yeah, we have a bus simulator channel. Yes, Darkness, but that is just me. I decided that I wanted to use the Rotas Brasil truck for this haul. I mean, you could use any truck if you like. The truck and trailer is not part of this map. It is not directly associated to this map in any way, shape or form. It's just my decision to use a truck I really like to use on Brazilian maps. I think Panda might be busy doing school-related things today. There she is! Hi! South American, yes, SS22, and now also Asian, especially Japanese Scanias. the traffic is slow. Traffic is very slow. I guess, as you would expect. Just hang on. I need to fix one thing, and that is the brakes. They are way too... I'm gonna put them down there instead. They're annoying as it is now. I barely touch the brakes and my truck comes to a complete stop. DaVinci Resolves keeps crashing 75%. I have no idea what that means. Well, it's the best dirt skin I have at the moment, and it's the best dirt skin I have for any South American trucks ever, perhaps with the exception of a certain LS111. Murphy's new texture mod, is that the one that he made mainly for Hungary map? Or is that another one? Ah, okay. Truck West. And AA from Japan. I'm so happy to have you here, buddy. Well, hopefully it's going to be and stay relaxing today, Kexiger. We're not going to repeat yesterday's horrible stream. The problem with making a dirt skin or a rust skin, which I've also tried to make myself, it's getting more and more difficult doing that, because the different parts, you have to make the rusty parts separately for different parts of the truck, so it looks tends, at least as long as I do it with the little experience I have, it looks absolutely horrible. Ah, you're Thailand as well, Truck West. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, there is an update for Project Japan, and I think it now includes the hard company mod. Which is a great mod if you want to have troubles when you're picking up and delivering cargo. MHA Pro is a map similar to TSM, if you can still remember TSM, and Pro mods. It adds more cities and roads to the map DLCs. But relatively speaking, it's not very big, and it is notoriously difficult to create map combos with, so I actually stopped doing map combos with MHA Pro simply because it almost feels, and that is for both ATS and ETS2, it feels like LS on purpose adds cities, that makes it impossible to add most other mods, including Mexico, for instance. So you can't add the Mexican maps or Viva Mexico to TSM. Sorry, to MHA Pro. You can't add Canadream. You can't add Coast to Coast. I'm not going to say that it does it on purpose, because it says it doesn't, but it's well, what a coincidence that you can't really add anything. Hi Witcher, Asta, and everyone else who just joined. If you're enjoying the stream, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well, and enjoy, hopefully, a perfect delivery this time, unlike yesterday's haul. What a disaster that was. I saw Bengan, I saw. I wish I could click on those links, but I can't right now. I'm busy doing this. But I'll check it out, I guess, and see if it's something I should start adding to, not my combos, but at least for personal use. Thailand never bothered with the dislikes. I'm only happy I didn't get a dislike even before we started this stream. I usually do. Check out that hall in front of us there, the very first one there with the whatever it is. It has follow cars. 2 of them. And that is one of the RJ Truck's traffic mods that I'm using. He has like 5 or 6 of them, and I'm using all of them right now. Highly recommended, even though they are getting old. They're made for version 135, but as you can see, they still work beautifully. There they go. Never mind the dislikes. It's always gonna be like that. Who cares? For sure, I've already joined Kalia's modding school. I'm a huge fan of it. I keep admiring her work. A lot of people do drag Moogle. You're not the only one who plays with a keyboard. Don't go to a friend's house and try using a steering wheel, is my recommendation. Because once you go steering wheel, you can't go back. Ah! He was very late on that turn signal. There's another one. I do hope that RJ Truck updates his traffic mods for 138, or at least keeps track on whether they work on the latest version of the game or not, because if he doesn't update them soon, I'm afraid they're gonna stop working, and I don't know what I'm gonna do playing on Brazilian map mods without them. Hi Anand and Haldun. Frame drops, none that I'm aware of. 60 frames, my computer says. Should be fine. $18 million dislikes. I'm quite happy having 2. Yeah, buying a wheel, and if possible, honest to God, I recommend buying a second-hand G25 or preferably a G27, to be honest. In my opinion, the G27 is the best steering wheel for ETS2 and ATS, mainly because of the shifter you have with the G27 and G25. Having Xperior, having a Brazilian map on Truckers MP would be awesome. I wish we had that. It's 5 now. I'm still not gonna bother darkness. Bring it on. And from Thailand, Nut Gamer, welcome. MRT, cheers, buddy. Well, I'm not surprised that we have Brazilian viewers when we do Brazilian maps, or Japanese viewers when we do Japanese maps. And I try to hold all over the world, so I should have at least some viewers from all parts of the world. G29 with an Xbox controller. You never stop amazing me, Kalia. I haven't tried that. Instead, I have 2 older phones here. One that gives me the exact same view as you have on the dashboard there, and then one for the windows. It's usually how it works, Helder. If we mention dislikes, there's instantly more of them. I wonder what happens if I just say subscribe. Will the number of subscribers increase? Yes. I have made one change to the graphics MRT for this map only. I disabled the HDR, and the reason for that is that this map isn't playing well with HDR. If I had HDR set to on, I would have a completely white sky, probably. So, but that's the only change I've done. More viewers from Antarctica. Let's start by trying to get 1 viewer from Antarctica. I guess if I was able to get 1 from Antarctica, I would have 1% of the entire population of Antarctica. Xperior, I'm not really sure we want my global map combo or any of my map combos on TMP. Keep in mind that the logistics of that would be absolutely a nightmare. I mean, they have problems enough as it is just trying to keep promos on. And also, if we were to include Project Balkans and Poland Rebuilding, it would mean that we would have to, well, we could have updated last week down to 137. And in about a month or so we will be on 138, and then we're going to have to wait another, I don't know, 4 months or so before we have the entire combo back on again. I'm sorry to hear that, Edil Simar, that this is not what it looks like. I'm gonna have to take it up with the Brazilians who makes this map, because this is their interpretation of northern Brazil. I think, Eggman, that when the game was introduced 8 years ago, no one really bothered with multiplayer for a game like this. The Eurasia combo, I mean, adding Rus map, promos obviously, Rus map, Rowex, Paris Rebuilt, Swedish Islands. We could do that almost the very same day as the new version of promos has been released, or at least a couple of days later. So that is possible. Southern Region perhaps even, and the Great Step, since at least Great Step doesn't necessarily need an update once there's a new version of the game. Just being able to add Rus map, Rowex, Southern Region and the Great Step would be huge on Truckers MP. Well, create a petition then, Experior, and I'll promote it. Voting on it on my Discord server, I'm pretty sure 100% would say yes, do it, but I wouldn't change anything. I think it's better to do it with a petition on TMP. I'm not going to question you, Edilisimar. I'm sure you're right. But I'm a little bit disappointed because I really thought I would... I mean, this isn't... Oh! Wow! What the hell? What happened? Did someone add the 260 ton Ben Fandy trailer to this thing? It sure looks like it. You know, it could actually be my traffic set to 3 that is causing that problem. Probably some traffic spawned in there. The passports were not in order. Look at that. Isn't that a brilliant traffic mod? Absolutely brilliant. Hi, buddy. Where's the door? Yeah, doing clips like that is, I guess, one of the reasons why I should start doing Twitch. Perhaps. So that you could do clips on things like that. Toby, this is RJ Truck Traffic. There's a link to his traffic mods in the video description. I'm not using Jazzycat or any other boring traffic mods here. That's right, it's JL, not JR. JL. It's still traffic made for 135, but I'm not gonna blame the flying truck there on JL. So I'm gonna say that it still works beautifully on 137. No speed limit here, so I'm gonna floor it. Thank you, Kexinger. No accidents yet. That could easily change. Well, I know Jazzycat's mods aren't boring, Eggman, but compared to JL Trucks mods, they are kinda boring. Dude! That was close. Let's just call it close. Hi, Papa Bear, and Alex, and Robertino, and everyone else who joined. If you're enjoying the stream and want to congratulate me on not really crashing or making myself look like an idiot yet, give me a thumbs up and subscribe as well. Raphael, welcome from Brazil. Anand, what's new on ETS2 138? Well, it's basically the SSAO thing and some the city of Lille, can't remember, the French city. They remade that, and then we have 3 new special transport routes, and that's it. What they really should have done was wait and release 137 now instead of when they released it, and added SSIO and the special transports and the city of Lille to that update instead of making 2 different updates from it. And Jonathan Menace is here, welcome to you as well, and Angela plus 4. It's pronounced as Lille. I can never remember if it's Lille or Lille. It's Lille. I'm gonna try to remember that. I will fail miserably, obviously, but I'm still gonna try. Yeah, I will admit that the very close to crashing thing that happened 2 days ago, I looked at it afterwards because someone linked to it, and yeah, looking back at it, it was kind of funny. Not when it happened, but looking back at it, knowing that I survived, but it was a pretty close one. No, Raf, I'm very happy to say I never used Robinico's sound mods. I was, I guess, lucky that way. Hola, Sticky Stick Man, and welcome to Northern Brazil. Let's have a look at the map, by the way. So we started up here in La Brea. This is the entire map, and there is now a excellent background map for this map, better than what we have now, because what we have now is absolutely horrible. We are here, and we're going down to Rolim de Moura. Another only 368 kilometers to go. Yeah, the map is pretty big, and it is free of charge. Keep that in mind as well. It doesn't require any map DLCs. You have some 200 cities here and at least 20,000 kilometers of roads. So it is a very big map. It is different than EAA. It is. There are some very good cities and roads on EAA as well. But sure, this is more consistent regarding the quality than EAA is. One thing though, the police cars, there you have a Swedish one. You have all kinds of police cars from all over Europe, unfortunately. And this is a 30 zone. There's no way I'm gonna do 30 here. If I remember correctly, that was one of the problems I saw with the map when I did my review of it back on 1.34. I think it was on 134. The speed limits. They were good at adding them, but then removing them, not so good. Of course, it has to take a New Zealander to say that. Let's go wakeboarding on a road. Hauling in other parts of the world, Sticky is highly recommended. I'm glad that IRL roads are very good here in Europe, but it's not very challenging, at least not in Western Europe in most cases, to haul here. I started playing ETS2 in 2013. Could have been late 2012, but I think it was 2013 I started playing ETS2, so 7 years. But of course I played Scania Truck Driver and 18 Wheels of Steel, games like that before that. Elliot the Monkey, if you have problems with map mods always crashing, post your game.log file on my Discord server in the support channel and we'll help you figure that out. it's impossible to say why it's crashing without looking at the game.log first. And you find the game.log file in the documents/ETS2, aka Euro Truck Simulator 2 folder. So just post that file on my Discord server and we'll help you figure that out. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not really sure, AR. In the video I did on this map, I go through how you set up a profile. It's the same procedure today as it was back then on 134 or whatever version it was I did my video on. Fact is, I'm still using that same profile. Updated from version 2.0 to 5.1 yesterday evening. We might also have to find somewhere to sleep for the night because it's getting dark pretty soon. Quentin, there will be no streams tomorrow. I simply have to take a couple of days off streaming. I'll be back streaming on Friday again. The reason I need to take a couple of days off is not because I'm tired of being a YouTuber. It's just that I need to find some time to update my ATS map combo, the current one, and also create a new one using Great America, and possibly updating my global Europe Truck Simulator edition as well with Project Balkans, because I haven't really seen anyone having any problems with Project Balkans this time. I did some testing, of course, as I always do, but you know, on Project Balkans 141 when I added that to my combo, I couldn't find any problems either. Of course, I didn't look in the right places. Felt like I did that this time when I added Project Balkans back into my Eurasia edition. But since no one else has reported any problems either, I think I'm gonna try adding it to the global edition as well. There's a ghost behind me. IRL or behind my truck? Robertino, my PC, all the information about my PCs are found on the Discord server. I have a channel there where I not only go through all the specs, I have a ton of pictures as well of my entire workspace here and my PCs. Hi Liam. I have a ghost behind me, IRL. Well, I'm not afraid of ghosts. Ghosts are fine. The mapping isn't really outdated on this map. It is, however, a map that do not require any map DLCs, so you won't see any of the latest and greatest prefabs on this map, obviously. But just like Hungary map, it still feels fresh even though it doesn't have any map DLC thingies added to it. There's a Majestic behind me! Now that would be scary. Polizia Federale. Wow. And then a Norwegian police car. Very disappointing. Funny, Carl, yeah. Funny. He's so old he goes on carbon dates. I'm not old. I use makeup to look old and mature. I'm actually 25. I'll keep my distance to those guys. I don't feel like getting too close to them. Nah, it's just a funny thing. I still feel like I'm 25. I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm gonna become when I grow up. And I guess it's always gonna be like that. Now, why would a Mexican drug lord be arrested in northern Brazil, of all places he could go to? He's probably not arrested. They are probably just helping him get around. There's another one. They're probably working as his personal bodyguards. Oh! The brakes are still biting too hard. Yeah, that's true. We've been on for an hour already. And I think I'm going to stop here in Ouro Preto, whatever the city is called. I need some daylights. PRF, Personal Rescue Force. So they're probably just helping the Kingpin get around to the different drug dealers he is visiting. I think I'm gonna park over here at Renault. There we go. It's 4 in the morning, but it's soon gonna be lights. Let's see. Why is the camera acting up like that? It's way too close. There we go. Kinda better. Yeah, Jazzycat's traffic mods has a tendency to put some weight on your graphic cards, especially if you use more than one. The truck, Liam, if you didn't already see it, here it is. It's a Brazilian R Series 480. I don't think I have advanced coupling added on this one. And I can go as fast as I want again. Oops, sorry. So I'm gonna floor it for as long as I can. By the way, if you recently joined us, welcome. And if you're enjoying the stream, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. Yada yada yada. And check out my merch shop. You'll find a link to it in the very top of the chat window. I'm gonna do a video on the a short one, very short one on the merch shop. It's time to go official with it. That's right, I need to do something about the brakes. I'm gonna, whoops. I don't want to leave my profile, but I do want the brakes to maybe like that. I didn't? Well, here we go. Subscribe, goddammit. Especially for the frame rate, it does a lot if you're used to having all of Jazzycat's mods and then remove them. Ah, gee, dude. Seriously. You can't brake check a truck, you moron. Hi Warren, and welcome, and congratulations on the Toby. Is that a new one you got there, Warren? I'm not gonna hit the police, especially not when they're sitting there with a semi-automatic. I do not have a death wish. Well, apparently Brazilian police is awesome at keeping their balance. That's why the motorcycle doesn't fall over when they stand still. Wow, Warren, I do hope I can get my hands on one of those as well. Works better than Track IR even. I knew they were onto something badass, and I'm guessing they have really worked on the head tracking thing now and evolved that even further. Olympic is here as well. Welcome, Olympic. And James. Yes, he was holding a semi-automatic. Because that's what the police does here in Brazil, apparently. Well, Liam, I appreciate you showing your friends my streams, and I do hope you force them to start subscribing as well. Let's not talk Fernbuzz. I think it was because I had light coming in from behind me, wasn't it? So it was going like this. Couldn't see anything. Raf, thank you for being here, buddy. Take care. So there's not a lot of trees here or anything else going on around us, but let's just focus on the road and keep in mind that the map is free, and it is perhaps even better than EAA. Oh, that's right, I could roll my hand. Oh, that's right. I could roll it like almost 90 degrees or something. That's right. Oh, that was horrible. That's right. I had to sit very, very still with my head. The slightest move I did, I tilted my head at least 45 degrees. You're leaving already, Kalia? Well, thank you for being here. Sleep well, and see you next time. I can assure you, James, Raf is not Squirrel. Does he sound like? Arias is here. There shall be no F9s today, Arias. No crashes, no F9s, just level 1 hauling. The bus is hyped, Thanos, so I expect it to be horrible. Let's see if it even gets released. This map requires its own map, its own profile, so you can't replace it on my map combos with EAA. But in many ways it is better than EAA, and of course It doesn't require any map DLCs, so it's a must for those of you who do not have all the map DLCs. Haldon, I have played on several different bus simulators and on train simulator as well. Did a horrible job as expected. So I'm trying to stay away from all other simulators, other than perhaps the occasional train sim thingy. The convoy, Alex, no deliveries. Bring your own trailer, empty, preferably. We can't do deliveries. It's just too much work. How to install what folder, Olympic? The mod folder? Just create it if you don't have a mod folder. I've seen Squirrel's new computer, Liam. I'm not really into water cooling, if I'm honest. Not that I know anyone personally who had that problem, but a lot of people had problems with that when water cooling was new, that it was leaking, destroying the computer. So I wasn't a fan back in like 10 years ago when people started doing water cooling, and I still prefer air cooling. Hi Bogdak. Yeah, the PC looks good. Mine does too, I think. I'm not really sure because I can't see it. It's sitting under the desk where it's supposed to sit. So I guess the same thing goes for Squirrel. His PC probably sits now under the desk and he won't see it again in another 2 years when he replaces it with a new one. So yeah. But mine looks incredibly nice. Just take a look at all the pictures on the Discord server. Migrantino police. Welcome to Migrantino. We've had no teleports whatsoever today, Bengan. For once. Yeah, I gotta hurry up. We have 56 kilometers to go. We will not make it on time, but it's close enough. Spin tires. I have the game and I've played it, and I wasn't impressed with it, mainly because I prefer sitting inside the truck instead of looking at it from the outside, and you can't really do that on spin tires. Now snow tires, that might work there, but as long as I don't have force feedback support, I don't really care. I already showed that Olympic. If you check out the video description, you'll find a video I made for the Norte Brasil map version 2.0, and there I go through exactly what you do, and it's the same for this new version of the map. So I already did a video on that, Olympic. Ha! Bengan, you're just bitter because I haven't added your map background. Actually, I have. This is the background that Bengan created. So this is Bengan's background. Without it, it looks like this instead. Nah, I'm just messing with you. This is the original background. It looks absolutely horrible. Go download Bengan's background instead. Yeah, and I think the background is supposed to kind of look like the different states, northern states of Brazil, or counties, or whatever. Um, it just looks like one of the kids did it for him. Come on. Go faster. I think it's called states, Thanos. This is very much a Brazilian-styled truck, yes, Vadim. It is a mod that you can download for free if you buy the Rota Brasil map. So it's only available from the Rota Brasil webpage as an additional mod that you can use on any map mod if you like. But you have to pay for the Rota Brasil map to do so. There we have it. We are there. Without crashing, without teleporting, we made the first level 1 haul of the day without any major accidents. Or any accidents at all, actually. Bogdak, that is the next question for this stream. Should I use a bus for the next haul? Because we can totally do that if you want. Damage 1%, yes, due to horrible roads. Hi Panda! No, not the Lego Bugatti. So this is western Brazil. I guess the northern Brazil map has expanded. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. That's a tight squeeze. So, are we going to use a bus then for the next haul? There we go. In case we're going to do a bus, we're going to need a bus. I'm going to go buy a bus. There we have it. Do we need to do anything about it now? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Why is it called 4 passengers when it just adds some lines over the windows there? 410 horsepower will be fine. 8 speed will do. Interior there, I'm not going to care. We'll do anything about that. I'm good with that as well. And I'm gonna need a GPS. Actually, no, I won't, because we have sizzles. Yeah, let's just do that. Sorry, I didn't add the I didn't add the monkey shopping cart to this profile. It's 50 degrees. Seriously, Panda, I do hope you have an AC at home. That's horrible. Let's see. Drive it. Yes, please. And the game crashes. I haven't tested this. Oh, it works. But we need to do something about this. Whoops, too far. There we go. So let's find something to haul. Apparently we have passengers here, so let's see if we can find some from somewhere. Pasajeros. I don't know, that could work. What do you think? Should we do this one then? From Macapa. Go to Macapa. And pick up some passengers, of course. Over. Huh? The passenger should be here, right? Where's the entrance? There it is. This is the bus, by the way, of course, a Scania. Yeah, it's... Stop complaining about the background, Bengan. Next time we do this map, I'll use yours. Oh, there's something very nice I'm going to show you regarding this bus in a little bit. I'm just going to have to park first. Maybe the other way around, but that feels weird. How you download the buses? Well, like any other mod. I'm not gonna stop doing this just to add his background map. Nah, considering the fact that it's only 1.5 years since I did my last video on this map, I might do it in 2022. It's not gonna say add passengers this time either. God damn it. One more try then. The turning circle on these things aren't great, is it? Well, they still don't want to get on board. Hang on. Do I need a hidden trailer or something stupid for this thing? I don't think so. No. Further forward, perhaps. I'm going to try that, of course. How much further forward? This feels like too much. Well, they bragged about how this map had support for passengers and you just had to add the bus and that was it. Feels like there's too much that doesn't work regarding this, so I might... Actually, it could be something really stupid like going closer to... Yeah, I've seen these problems with other maps as well. Sometimes they only work with some buses. There we go. Passengers added. The bus obviously have door animation so that you can open and close the door. And the window on this side. I'm glad Kalia went to sleep so she don't have to see this. We're actually hauling in a bus. Anglo Plus, this Angelo Plus, the same way you close and open windows. It's just instead of having a window I can open and close on the right side, I have a door I can open and close instead. I can't really see. I hope there's no cars coming. Hi Marion, welcome to Norte Brasil. I should have gotten rid of the camel cock thing there. It sounds... Turkish words sometimes sounds very wrong in English. Camel cock. Yeah. I feel that I should perhaps sit a little closer to the steering wheel. That would help, of course, but it wouldn't be perfect anyway. I think your cats have heard every bad word there is in both Romanian and English, and probably another couple of languages as well, Arias. Before we continue, there is one thing I need to change since I'm now in a buzz. That is the physics. I need to bring them up here. Otherwise, you will get seasick. Santana! Oh, a GMC. No, that's a Ford. Oops. Turkish have two different cock name travel companies, Kale Cock and Haikiki Cock. I like Haikiki Cock. Santana was a great guitarist, or is he still alive? Santana? Didn't he pass away a couple of years ago? Which probably means he passed away 10 years ago. That was your cat huck. I took out another one. That must have been one of Ariah's cats. What is that? Oh, I know. Is there a car behind me? No, there is not. It could be that the hidden trailer I'm probably using is hitting things. Ah, very clever. Someone wants a cocktail. Liam, shame on you. The Super Kid, no, the Alaska Truck Simulator will never release. Company, they're still publishing new videos and new footage from the game several times a week on their Discord server. And yeah, nothing happens. Karoo, the 138 open beta has been there for weeks now. Oh god. this truck here, the bus here, I don't think I added a link to it in the video description, but it's actually one of the best bus mods I've been able to find for 137. And it's actually one of 3 that I feel is even worth using, and I'm gonna do a video on those 3 soon. It's getting... You moron! He hit my hidden trailer. Typical problem with bus mods. It's gonna do it again! A-hole. And he's probably gonna do it again now. Yes, there he did it. I think it's fine doing a bus every so often on ETS2, but those who do it on a regular basis, I can't understand how they can accept these kind of things happening frequently. I mean, having it like this every time you want to go from A to B and have traffic, I would... Nah. I couldn't live with it for more than perhaps the coming hour, and that's it. I've always wanted to go past special transport like this. Here we go. And I only have 8 gears. There is no challenge of not having a trailer. The only challenge here is, though, that since you're sitting in front of the steering wheels, you have to think differently than you do when you're sitting inside of a truck when it comes to steering around corners in cities. It's quite different from that compared to a truck. No, 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 no. I think 8 gears is more than enough on the bus. I'm not even sure there are actually any buses with 12 gears. Not modern, at least. If I've seen the new Peugeot 508 station wagon, whether I want it or not, I do get the Peugeot. Is it released every quarter for versions of their magazine every year? I do get that, whether I want it or not. So yeah, I've seen it. I'm not impressed. Yeah, this truck's bus unfortunately only has an 8-speeder and a 12-speeder. So I picked the 8-speeder, and if there was a 6-speed available, I would have used that one instead. You could be right, Bogdak. It's only the Scania bus that has that bumping problem. Because this is probably the only bus mod I'm using regularly. regularly. This is my go-to bus, I'd say. Not that I'm using any bus regularly. So it could very well be that it's only this bus. Old materials being replaced on row X. So next version of row X will include a massive replacement of older materials. Well, that makes probably Bogdak and me chicks then, Arias. I hope you're satisfied with insulting Bogdak like that. Fiat 210. Nice truck. OMSI 2 badly optimized. I've never played a bus simulator that is optimized in any way, so I'm gonna say yes to that. Thank you, sir. And thank you to you too, Mr. Scania driver. Excellent. Very nice. So, Arias, you're apologizing to Bogdak, but not me. Where's my... Okay. I downloaded about 30 different bus mods for an upcoming video, and I might have tried that very manly bus mod of yours, Bogdak. Oh boy, hang on. I'm going to Altamira. Is that's Altamira, so we're going there, not there, okay. There then. I'm gonna say that the driving itself in a bus on ETS2 is better than it is on any of the bus mods I've ever tried. Hang on, I'm just gonna play God here for a second. There we go. SnowRunner, I might have to get my hands on that game soon. Seriously, dude. And someone. There we go, thank you. Yeah, that's one of the best things, and that is the reason I got spin tires, because of the Russian trucks. I don't care much for the American trucks they have there. And if I ever buy SnowRunner, it's going to be for the Russian trucks only. Make out it's only this truck they hate. So if I step on it, I might be able to get rid of that yellow truck. It's still behind me. I can still see him in the mirrors. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! Also South Park. That's the only thing I can remember from South Park. Benvindo a Altamira. Thanos, I used to do that. Believe it or not. In Pascal. I wasn't good at it. I programmed in Pascal and Basic before that, back in the early 90s. Mid 90s perhaps, for Pascal. Look at that, BR230, here we go. One of my favorite roads in Brazil. No, I did not program Fernbus. Otherwise the game would have been great. No, too loud. The only thing I don't like about the animated doors on buses is this. Why am I able to open the door while we're driving? Tourist bus might be better than Fernbus, but it's still not good. Hi Maxim. I actually think that the driving itself is superior on ETS2, even when you're using a bus. And of course you're missing a ton of buttons that doesn't work on ETS2, but other than that the driving itself is way better on ETS2. And of course the graphics as well. Much better on ETS2 than they are on any of the bus mods. I do have force feedback, yes. Liam. I know, Thanos. I have that game, and they also did a metro simulator. Equally horrible. Flooring it, come on! There we go. The Alaskan Truck Simulator looks awesome, and it's probably gonna be absolute shit. It's probably gonna suck Turkish cock. I do not expect that game to be good at all, even though it looks great in all the images I've seen so far. Angelo Plus, get rid of that cracked version and buy the game instead. If anyone needs the money to develop their game, it's those guys. So please buy the game instead. Hi Steve-O! And welcome to what has turned into a bus haul. Well, even if you're using cracked games, please don't brag about it on my streams. We need to support the game developers. The passengers are fine. They have sickness bags they can use if needed. I'm not really sure we can see them. No. They are either invisible or hiding behind their seats. The new Stavros video, Huck, which one is that? Is that the high now? I've seen the high now video. It depends on the mod, Thanos. With this one, you can't see the passengers, or at least not when using this bus. Yes, it was a Lambo police car there, and that is one of the things I want to criticize this map for. You have police cars from all over Europe here. It's not uniquely Brazilian police cars. Like that one there. Could have been a Norwegian one. The next dealer for ETS2 Karoo, I expect, or at least I hope, it's going to be one of the Russian ones, probably KAMAZ. I do hope they add support for KAMAZ soon. Basically any Russian truck manufacturer. Could be Ford, of course, but I still want the Russian ones. So my passengers are in the cargo space, is that what you're saying? I'm pretty sure we will see Tesla on ATS in a relatively near future. Maybe not in 2020, but I'm pretty sure we will see that in 2021. Thank you, Marianne. It's the Scania R30. You'll find the link to it on ETS2.lt. Miko, you seriously want a ferry simulator? I'm sure there is one. I'd be surprised if there aren't at least one really, really horrible ferry simulator out there. Angelo Plus, there is actually a bus mod of the 2020 version of that has digital mirrors instead. Unfortunately, the left side mirror doesn't work very well, but it's great having the mirrors on the inside. So hopefully they will add the new actors in the future. Eggman 138 actually implements support for most of that. One of the things that is added in 131 is support for, as they call it, silent engines. And that's gotta be electric engines. There is a ship simulator which is decent. You can walk around the cruise ship and change weather. Brilliant! That's the game I've been waiting for all my life. I want to be able to walk around a cruise ship and change the weather. Uruwara. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Liam, escort car simulator, is that for prostitutes? I think the stone simulator is the best one. The pet stone simulator. And the goat simulator, of course. I think that in Hunter Simulator you can shoot pandas. So that is a game I recommend. A simulator. Yeah, Western Star would be nice having in there. I think I'm actually being very nice to my passengers. No crashes, except for that yellow car that crashed into us 3 times. Other than that, I think I've been a good boy for this one. Lonely Asteroid Simulator. Is there such a thing as a Lonely Asteroid Simulator? Sounds fascinating. There's a baby walking simulator. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna floor it. The fun is over there, passengers. I need to throw you out of the bus on time. I have no mirror, I can't see how my passengers are doing. Slow down or overtake? That is the question. I think I'm gonna overtake. Oh crap. Yeah, Anglo Police, Anglo Plus, there are a lot of police traffic from all over Europe on this map mod, unfortunately. Super Kid, we all know about the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's gonna be an absolutely amazing game, and I do hope that SCS takes notice of how they made the map. Maybe one day we could have something similar on Truck Simulator 3. World Truck Simulator. One giant DLC of the entire world on a 1-to-1 scale. Did you see that, Arroyos? Now you can simulate having a penis. There's a penis simulator. Jesus. Except for the maps for Flight Simulator 2020, I'm really impressed with the fact that they have the weather updated in real time. That's something I think SCS should look into already. They don't have to wait for Truck Simulator 3 to implement that, I think. They could go ahead and add that right now. And there we have it. Where? Oh, there. And I guess I came in the wrong direction. Yeah, it's the wrong direction. It's sometimes difficult knowing which direction to go. Direction. Don't tell your mother, Panda. Oh. There we are. There we go. So I guess the built-in trailer, when it's attached to this bus, it is somewhere around, that's why we're having crashes, I guess, because the trailer is over here. Wow. Well, that's what happened with when the cartels cement people simply into the ground. I guess that's better than being cemented and thrown into the ocean. Well, I guess that's it, guys. We did a bus haul and we did a truck haul without any major accidents. I'm pretty proud of myself. We managed to do this without completely messing it up. So I'm very happy with that. And I won't be streaming for a couple of days now. I'll stream again on Friday. Still don't know what I'm going to stream on Friday, but we're definitely going to do a stream then after practice 1 and 2 Formula 1. So we can talk a lot about that on Friday, because I know you all love doing talking about Formula 1. Now I'm going to go check out some simulators. No, I'm not. Oh, I forgot to open the door for my passengers before I threw them out. Let's open the door. There we go. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe as well. And till next time, everyone, take very good care of yourself. See you hopefully already on Friday. Bye bye, everyone.